did the video here. So that video there, I showed you right before it ended. I said that we had a state exhaustion on the hourly, and then they went sweep. So it turned blue. It was first Turk like a cyan big box, cyan big box. They had just did it on this bar too, but then it had turned sweep. It turned blue, and the bar, the box actually shrunk back down. And we were on that video, and that was that low. And then of course they came back up here. I did tell you you want to get them back above. Let's go with that price there. I want to try to get them because that's an issue. They had bounced there, but then they fell through it. And so if you want to see them back up towards that price that I told you guys here, okay, if you want to see them back up there, because I did put that there too, that was here. All right, so if we were to try to go back up, that'll be okay. But you know, we got these cyan bars. Let's see if they can just get back up there. Really important information there. Again, in that last video, go back and watch it. I absolutely told you that they had that state on there, that they had hit exhaustion. Then it went sweep on an hourly. All right, so the tools can work on an absolute larger time frame and get you a little bit closer. Here's the information here. So let's look at the time and sales a little bit this time because I've been putting there's that box. All right, there's that well that ladder, if you will, with the aggression stuff into it. So this information here, I did not feel like optimizing these changes. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's quite a few things I had to put together, and so I didn't match it to this, but it comes with this. All right, that's what this is. Okay, it comes together as a whole. And then of course you have the ultimate. This is the ultimate. It's going to give you all your information, your imbalance. It's going to do all of that. But if you don't want, of course, this on your chart because it's fairly large, you can, of course, just use this. That's what I had been showing you guys. All right, and then this the large trade tracker. This comes with bubbles and squares, like the MC pack stuff. All right, so it comes like that where you can optimize it to whatever. I got it down to a 10 just so it can print a bunch of signals or whatever. Okay, so this is the professional and that's the standard. All right, now the standard it gives you direction too. So NinjaTrader they'll give you a time and sales. Let me see, can I grab one? I don't see the use of it really. If you're wanting to watch tape, all right. So if you're wanting to watch tape, NinjaTrader gives you this version here. All right, it's not really telling you what's happening. Okay, so you can get greens but with up arrows. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm sorry, red with up arrows and then green with down arrows. It'll try to give you some information. I'm not going to go into the details of it. I did my best to make sure that there's just a few things here to help you out. I'm not the greatest at coding. I want to go ahead and tell you that. Sure, I could have trimmed this down just a bit more. I could have done that. Yes, you're probably looking at it and say, "Hey, it's a whole lot of space over." Yes, if you're going to program indicators, then give it a go. It takes a lot of time, and of course, it's time consuming and frustrating at times. But it's better than what you have here, and it's on your chart versus you having to, of course, have this up, and then it just, of course, it'll do a little bit of that, and I think that's fine and all. You get your highlighted rows here, so you can use that information there. But I figured let's look at this time instead of looking at the. Well, I did have this earlier. We were looking at this, and again, this is just that information there, but with just a couple other little components there to watch if you wanted to see that. But they've reversed off that low. So if you're using a higher time frame, that could work for you. All right, so that could work for you. That if you want those indications there on that chart, reading that hourly bar while it's moving. Again, you will want to go back to that video there. Go back to this video. I told you right before I had ended that video that they had an exhaustion state there, and the box enlarges itself, and the bezel was lighting up on the box, and then of course it had hit sweep. And there's that price that I gave you guys on yesterday. If you didn't watch that video, go back to this one. That's that price. Okay, they fell into that price down there and got that information and reversed. All right, so I wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.